she gets an allowance in the form of Alcadont bones. What has it done wrong? She almost ripped off my finger along with a slice of Alcadont. It's my fault for forgetting their predators, albeit domesticated ones. You have reduced a beast born to hunt and kill to a domesticated pet. Without purpose and discipline, both man and animal alike are destined for degradation. Solomor nods at Glyto, who is completely unfazed by the multitude of delicacies. See? This is the level of obedience and dignity we should strive for. If your blade does not obey your hand, it may one day pierce your throat. Kibella's words caused the governor to shudder. They say people go missing after the imposter hunt. What do you make of this? Your Celestial Highness must have been listening to a lot of gossip. Who cares where the rabble goes afterward? However, I can assure you that the victors are often sent into my personal service. We call it the highest favor, and today it will be up to you to choose whom it should be bestowed upon. The governor is dragging out his words as if he is not entirely sure of them himself or is not telling you something. I have concluded my search. Delightful! I will immediately summon the court for a final celebration of hypocrisy. And who knows, perhaps today one of the imposters will be lucky enough to earn your favor. End dialogue. Straining to add a note of gravity to his voice, the governor... What are the birds doing? Like T-posing. The governor proclaims, Most radiant ladies and noble lords, I hereby declare the imposter hunt officially over. The crowd responds with uproarious cheers. Hello there. Hey, Farian. Muck, I pre-ordered Guild Wars 2 with your link thanks to the great content. Thank you for using that. That's a huge help. What did you get the Steam achievements for? I got a Steam achievement for finding all 4 imposters. And one for, you've assembled all the evidence to expose the conspiracy. Let's see. The participants of our masquerade already stand before you. Did you guess correctly? Did you expose them all? Please don your oculars and have a good look. Rualdo turns to you and whispers conspiratorially. Not one noble was permitted to hunt the imposters this time, my lord. Still knowing their penchant for such games, I do suspect they tried to make their guesses anyway, quietly among themselves. All these imposters have been found out by none other than our celestial guest, Mukluk von Valancius. An unsurpassable show, your celestial highness. Bravo, bravo. Maiev, present our gift. You hear the fool's voice from somewhere among the crowd. A noble torso, branded at the behest of the rogue trader himself. Oh, what bitter irony. My standing ovation to you. You branded a real noble as an imposter. Yep. You got a mask. +1 psi rating, and +15 persuasion. If Perils of the Warp is triggered and a daemon is summoned, that daemon attacks the closest to it non-daemon target. +1 psi rating is pretty huge. Your Celestial Highness, as an honored guest of Thessera, would you like to say a few words of guidance to our beautiful world? One of the options is just no. We stand united in our faith and in our common mission, to bring about humanity's victorious future. May you all toil for the indestructible fortress of the Imperium and wish for all no other life, for the God Emperor is the one true path through the darkness of the universe. Glory to the Emperor! Glory! The masked people respond, making the sign of the Aquila over their chests. That was a grand speech. Thank you. Rualdo sniffles loudly, dabbling his face with a handker. And now, good lords and ladies, the time has come to make the fateful decisions. There is not but one true reward, the highest favor, that any branded imposter desires. Please, your Celestial Highness, tell us, is there among these people one worthy of the rogue trader's favor? What is the highest favor, Rualdo? Is it part of the rules of the game? That is correct. Whomever you grant your favor will be showered with all manner of honors and go to serve in the governor's palace. Are we assuming that the people who go to work in the palace are, like, killed or something? In that case, the most unlikable person would be the lady in the golden mask. But if they are truly showered with rewards, then the young priest did a pretty good job. Let's do the golden mask and see what happens, because she was an actual noble and she's all upset, so it's probably going to be funny. I choose the lady in the golden mask, who so expertly sets snares for her rivals. Why, thank you, your highness. I knew you had a heart of gold and a sharp mind. The woman offers you a dignified curtsy and proceeds toward the castle. That laughter. You hear venomous laughing from among the crowd and recognize Bluff's voice. As the square drowns in the clamor and appease of gawkers who are spectating the game, you look around for the court fool, but cannot spot him anywhere. Such is His Celestial Highness's brilliant decision, which for some may have been fateful indeed. Finally, the hour you have all been waiting for, the concluding part of our conclusion, the great feast. The crowd's patience is worn thin, filling his lungs. The governor shouts out, "Lacerax's dinner is served." Wait, are these things going to start eating people? The cyber Lacerax's lumens grow blood red. Before the condemned can even scream, the beasts pounce on their prey with hungry snarls. Oh, they're eating the priest? Oh.
I've been branded. He tricks me. Gotta stop. I'm the master. Maeve, help. Maeve, I'm sorry.
Oh. So anyone that got branded is a target for these. Oh, look, it's our friend.
Your judgment will
Wait.
be swift.
Wait, what was that? Oh gosh, is it dead or does it just get injured? I think that's the one that we helped in the past. I'm not sure. I am not sure. It doesn't look like it has implants. It looked like one of them ran to our defense and then got cut down. Okay, where's Heinrich's? So if usually I start the battle having Heinrichs do a buff, but if I do that now, he's gonna be positioned in the wrong spot. Alright,
Me? If you insist, Lord Captain. I'm not accustomed to being ordered around.
I'm so curvy!
I am a navigator, not a servitor.
Hey, look, it's the Tree of Birds. How are you today?
hey, Bertry.
If I may, do not dare ask.
A wicked thought.
Parry.
A genius at work. Ooh, another scar to my collection.
Ow. Okay, Solomorn's turn.
Let's test our skills, Leto. One of us would be enough. Understood.
What was that one? Torn of Fury.
Leto, we're undertaking this task.
Okay. Hey, Muck and Chad. Hi, Crimson Wolf.
I will leave footprints of scarlet.
See, brutal strike, brutal strike. It's area.
As the tears demand. As honor ordains.
Okay, that's all she can do right now. Let's see. It's 8 to 12.
Tech familiar activated.
Bird.
Setting
Live
target
bait on
parameters
him.
for tech familiar units.
Okay.
My vow is to serve. The Omniscient knows all, comprehends all.
So I'm guessing anyone who got branded was marked by these things. Because after the governor said, you know, you guys can eat, then he's like, oh god, I've been branded. And then, you know, they attacked him as well. So that seemed to be like anyone who got branded was going to be attacked. Alright.
A wicked
Alright, I taunted
thought.
those three.
Schemes within schemes.
I can't do protect again this turn? Okay. Alright,
Let's
endure.
see.
Okay, he can finally go. Alright, let's do relocate here.
I'll put my psychic abilities to use.
And
For
regeneration
the
on
throne's
everyone.
glory.
And armor
I
buff
won't
on
forget you.
everyone. And haste
Let's
on
see to it.
everyone.
Naturally.
Resolve buff on everyone. AoE heal. And
Do my duty.
purification discharge. Okay, Cassia's turn. So let me take a look at this here. So that should be taunted, right? Taunted for 3 rounds, yeah. So this is the only one not taunted. So
Isn't this a
give
job
Mach
for the
another turn.
serfs?
Taunt that one. I
Genius
just want to
at
confirm that
work.
this is still taunted. Yeah, okay, so we've got everything taunted onto him now.
Let's see.
Alright. Shield Bash is free. Do that. And Endure. Alright, Cass's turn.
I'm not accustomed
Zap
to
that a
being
few
ordered
times.
around. Isn't this a job for the serfs? Me,
Could do that
Is
just to
this
make
your
it waste
captain?
its movement.
if I may.
What was all that? Oh my gosh. Okay, that was a weird explosion of damage. Let's see. Only shot, rending. Concentrated fire.
The order.
Shoot him with that.
Let's test our skills, Glato. Understood. No heretic escapes punishment.
Alright, in turn. Taunted one running over. Okay.
Trust me.
Good hit. Pain resonance. Oh, she's like immobilized or something? She can't move. Okay, fine. Let's see.
Check familiar.
My bait.
Activated.
Blinding strike. Made one of them hit the other one. Let's see, where's the overcharge thing? It's right here. Alright, that killed one and destroyed the table also. Let's overcharge the Mastiff.
Of genius. What if... A wicked thought. Schemes within schemes.
Just having the dog attack a whole bunch. Alright, Heinrich's turn. AoE heal. And... Purification discharge. Oh. Whoa, Echo barely survived that. Okay, so that somehow gave that thing a chance to attack. Wasn't expecting that.
Let's see to it.
Another foe painted black.
Alright, I think we got them all. Well, okay! What happened was no accident. If my suspicions are correct, the arbitrator looks at his palm thoughtfully, then holds it out to his cyber mastiff. Glyto, analyze. The dog's visor shimmers as it scans his skin with a mesh of rays. Finally, there is a metallic click and the transcending hum of cooling servo motors. The Proctor's augmetics respond with a soft buzz. A data brand. The court fool put it on me when he shook my hand. Then the laser axes attacked everyone who had been marked. However, the beasts were not at all eager to tear you apart, Rogue Trader. It appears you are wanted alive, but without my protection. Oh God, Emperor! Maiev presses her hands to her chest in the sign of the Aquila. Her lips whisper a prayer. Forgive and protect his soul. Forgive and protect. Lying nearby is the lifeless body of Lacerax number 4, which you released from its cage. Its fur is clumped and sticky with blood, its vicious eyes glazed over. Giving its own life to protect another was a strangely human act for a beast. So... I guess the one that tried to defend me was the one that I fixed up in the cage, I suppose? Like, it just, in the cutscene, it seemed like it got struck down before, like, I even got to do anything. So I don't know if it's possible to keep it alive. I mean, I guess if I had left it in the cage, it would have lived, but I don't know if I could have gone and released it after. Close the Lacerax's eyelids. Rest in peace. The one with the damaged implants. Perhaps they were the reason the beast defied the order that the rest of its pack followed, to destroy all bearers of data brands. Or maybe... Solomorn looks pensive as he straightens Glyto's collar. Maybe it was a fine animal that was unlucky enough to have bad masters. This is the first creature of Enothisara that has been worthy of respect. My Lord Judicator is fond of animals, is he not? I never would have thought that you had a kind side like that. Maiev's smile is gentle and sad. For the first time ever, she looks at Solomorn without fear. Solomorn casts a heavy glance at the young woman. Or maybe I just cannot stand people. Rualdo mentioned being branded before he died. Can you scan him too, Solomon? At his master's command, Glyto directs his scan rays at the dead man's severed hand, which has somehow avoided being reduced to shreds along with the rest of the body. The Cybermastiff's augmetics emit a warning signal. Rualdo is branded too. He couldn't have known, or else he would not have doomed himself like that. I assume this is likewise the work of the buffoon. The only question is whether he was acting on his own accord or at the behest of someone more important. Rualdo called your name before he died. I have no idea what's going on. I'm so confused. Maev stares at Rualdo's mauled corpse with unblinking eyes. Is this just a horrible nightmare? Could it be I'm just dreaming? For a second there I thought... No, I'm sorry. It's impossible. You thought what? I thought it was my brother calling my name, not Lord Rualdo. But Dane wasn't there, meaning I just imagined it in my fright. Awareness test succeeded. You think back to Rualdo's last moments. It is hard to tell for certain, but it really did seem as though his voice had changed, that it sounded younger and less strained, as if he had cast off a mask. So maybe the governor put his face on this guy and gave him instructions, and then the governor went back to the manor? Hang on here. Let's see, someone redeemed this. So if only we had a Warhammer potato. Okay. Whose soul are you praying for, Maev? My brother's, my lord. I had a feeling he wasn't acting himself lately. If I had known he'd fallen in with scoundrels, I would have found them and strangled them with my own hands. So the court fool is your brother? Yes, my lord. Maev lowers her eyes. We are lower nobility. It is a high honor to be the governor's own court entertainer. What reason could your brother have to want to get an arbitrator's blood on his hands? It's a mystery to me too, my celestial lord. I think about it and I can't even imagine why, but lately it's like he's not himself. He keeps muttering these awful rhymes about blood and fate, and it's like he's waiting for something, but I just can't understand what. So who is to be considered the governor now? If only I knew, my celestial lord, if only I knew. Maev's glistening eyes are full of shock. How do I know I can trust you, Maev? I swear by the Emperor himself I am unblemished before you in spirit and thought. That is what any cornered heretic would swear to try to save their life. Yo, okay, the arbitrator, if he wants to judge you, it feels like the Salem witch trials or something, right? Like, is it like, what was it, like throw her in a pool and if she floats, she's a witch? So if she drowns, she was innocent? It's like, there's no winning. I really had nothing to do with any of it, my lord. All I was told to do was entertain our celestial guests and chaperone them to the castle for talks. And instead, there's just gore and death everywhere. I need to take a look around. As you wish, my lord. Dangerous Neighborhood. The Servo Skull gains 10 fellowship. At the start of the Overseer's turn, enemies adjacent to the skull must pass a willpower test with plus 20 bonus or suffer perplexed. The Servo Skull's deflection is increased by 1 for each perplexed enemy. What is perplexed? Minus 10 to skills. Synth Feed. If the wearer ends their turn with any adjacent familiar, that familiar gains 6 wounds. Oh, it's like a backpack. Let's give him the psi rating mask. Okay.
In this tapestry of a world, I am the rogue thread.
The enormous gate is locked fast. Swords and shields. Alright, where's Maev? Are you ready? Take us to the castle. I hear and obey, my celestial lord. Please. Maiev breaks off as Solomon walks by, brushing past her with his shoulder before examining the elevator with a fault-finding eye. Not daring to speak again, the young woman makes a gesture of invitation and steps onto the platform herself. No sooner have you stepped into the elevator than a short metallic clang comes from somewhere above you. Did we just get separated from our group? That sure looked like it. I like how my dog is here waiting for me. He just skipped ahead. I hope you enjoyed my bloodthirsty menagerie. You instantly recognize the spiteful voice and the cocky smirk of the Fool's Mask. The arm that was mauled by the Cybermastiff at their first meeting hangs limply. He has not even bothered to bandage it. There is a gunshot wound in his shoulder, surrounded by singed threads. His garish outfit is soaked with blood. Oh, that's where Solomon shot him earlier. Still acting the buffoon. Some people never learn. Solomon gestures behind his back to the Cybermastiff, sending him off on a circuit along the wall. The pulsing light draws your attention. Against the far wall, an old man stands behind an ominous-looking altar. The heavily augmented man stares in wonder at the flashes of blue light snaking through the veins of the Thacerterium in the floor and walls. The crystals in the eye sockets gleam and go dark in time with the flashes. Is that going to be the governor? Well, once you recognize him as the sculptor who offered to carve your visage out of the Thacerterium. Oh! The old man does not seem to notice you. All his attention is focused on the strange altar. Also, what is that? Nearby, Lucra, the fortress commander, keeps a sullen vigil. His hand never leaves the handle of his weapon. The governor is dead. Was it your doing? Don't be ridiculous. I couldn't swallow a man whole even if I wanted to. Bluff throws up his arms in an exaggerated fashion. The laser axe, fool. You unleashed it on the governor. Don't try to deny it. It seems humor is not part of the vocabulary of the Emperor's servants, but truth should be. You see, that governor was a fraud, a fake, not worth crying over. The true governor of Thesara stands before you, esteemed guests. Dane, come on, don't say things like that. It's not right. It's... Shut up, you idiot. You can't even do as you're told. The fool tosses a look of utter contempt at Maiev. What was it that Maeve should have done, Bluff? Bring you here to the altar of change and not ask questions. So simple, but she couldn't even manage that. And I, according to your plan, was supposed to die. Solomon raises the palm of his hand that holds the invisible mark of the data brand. Exactly. I don't need you. But don't worry, I've planned for this as well. Tavarisk, are you ready? Bluff smirks, clearly enjoying his imaginary power. Or is it real? Solomon turns slightly away from the fool and makes a series of furtive hand gestures, telling you to stall while the Mastiff gets into position. The preparations are complete, my lord. Barely able to take his eyes off the dark altar, the sculptor hobbles toward the edge of the balcony. Happy birthday, Muck. You look amazing with the sparklers and party hat. Oh, thank you, Sindre. Appreciate you. Let's see. Your scribe Gargorius Fault left some intriguing notes behind. In them, he appears to be describing the switching of bodies. Is that part of your plan? You are perceptive. My previous experiments were failures. You have met some of them, particularly Fault himself. Do you remember the crazy mutant by the Phasmophorius? Oh, you should have seen your face. Mocking laughter erupts beneath the mask, making the fool's body shake all over. And you will! This time it will work. If you are the real governor, why bother masquerading as the fool? I've always preferred masks to those mugs. Bluff gestures vaguely at the crowd thronging the square below. Besides, who would take the poor wretched fool seriously? Who would suspect? I found a replacement. Rualdo wanted to play at power.